So, what's going to be your expectations from this, well, at least with the final day, Diana?
Well, I do hope because seeing like from both groups, like the 12 best like teams, I guess, from both groups, I'm expecting to see like a lot of like different, play styles. Like I'm hoping to see like a lot of like gunfights, lots of like pushing, because we did saw that a lot around like EU, right? And I'm looking forward to see that with the MENA teams, right, in the same lobby. Obviously, probably they kind of play more like a lot of tournaments in the same, like lobby. And I'm looking forward to see how they're gonna do in this one. Yeah, you know.
I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. I feel like
Oh,
it's going to be. I don't know. I don't really have any ideas as to how everyone's going to really adapt to this, but we'll have to see. Oh, shit.
I was like I misread the chat, from like I was in like the streamer chat instead of actually being in the other chat, where like I got pinged,
All
it's
right,
it's
when they're all
absurd.
asking. All right, yeah, you're all good.
Yeah, yeah,
All right,
it's
let's
one
see.
of these days. But yeah, we are in the lobby. The game actually started, so yeah, I'm looking forward to see which team's gonna win. Actually,
I still
do you
have
have
my
any
bet
favorites?
that it'll probably be AMK. Are
Okay,
you
I'm
still
gonna.
holding down on Aviator?
No,
You're
no,
not? Oh, you're ditching them.
no.
Okay, who do you think is going to probably perform today then?
MK.
Are you going with
Which
AMK alongside? Okay, let's
yeah,
see.
sure. Yeah.
Now,
Even if I like to win against you, I'm gonna be on your side.
alrighty. Okay,
Yeah.
we've got 23 teams. Definitely a big up in comparison to yesterday. Glide path-wise, I mean, it's pretty fair. Pretty much dead straight through the map. Everyone can go anywhere. Dormitory, New Vision, everywhere pretty much is going to be re-realmed to a lot of these teams. I'm quite curious on who's going to be contesting immediately. We did see a lot of variation in terms of where people were landing. I feel like Ecology is definitely going to be a hotspot though, especially off this drop. It's immediately the first thing. So I'm presuming possibly Varsity are maybe going to go Nuclear Plant, which is likelihood. They have gone Ecology before. So let's see. Yeah, it takes a second until it actually updates for the flight, but it does look like maybe 4 teams. 3 WH. Yeah, it looks like at least 4 teams going into Ecology. I'm not too sure how this is going to play out.
Oh yeah.
Oh, where's all the teams?
Yeah. They're already getting some good kills there as well. I'm just trying to get used to the teams. So I'm gonna do that. But yeah, we do have a couple of teams here and they already get the first blood and it's quite early. We do have Refinery, 2 teams as well, and also going towards the upper part, we have Medkit who got easy. He's on top getting some shots, and also the Q team who is missing already players. Yeah, easy is it was in their team. So yeah, we do have other fights on the map as well, but right now here in this particular place we have 3 different teams, so I'm looking forward to see how it's gonna play out.
Yeah, so far it looks like Team 17 are going to be playing a bit more on the passive side. They really lost a player. They're just going to relax a bit. One of them are in a vehicle. There is going to be a team directly below them, but there is also Team 8, which is currently actively sniping. DeMay trying to get a snipe going off. We do see actually some other teams as well fighting on the people. I don't think anything really much is going to happen in Ecology. I'm quite curious about Varsity. They've already got 2 kills, that being from No Snitch in Nuclear Plant. Looks to be Serena, whom of which was popping off yesterday, is going to be having to escape. There is another team here still as well. So it was actually 4 teams full-blown that went here. Savage is one of them, which is a bit interesting. We didn't see Savage yesterday go for not New Vision, Nuclear Plant, yeah. So one team is actually full-blown wiped already. I'm not too sure which team that was. Ratman trying to get some shots. Possibly going to get caught here. He's making a very awkward ninja push.
Wait,
but he's going to back up. Logic going to go down. That's to the RPD.
Oh, no sneak.
Then,
oh my god.
That's going to be a different trade. Kenzo is going to go down after he got the pick, but from a different team. That's going to be Savage, and it looks like the push is actually going to be coming in. Universe chasing away.
Yes, no sneak too. Like, he was one shot. Almost died there.
Now, it looks like that may have just given a bit of freedom for Varsity to actually go for this res onto Logic, since Savage are more focused on Team 22 rather than actually Varsity. Not sure if they're even aware that Varsity's around here. Gonna get this free res. I'm gonna have Sense actually grabbing a pick there on Radin. Some other trades back to back. It looks like it's just a game of chicken. Who's gonna push first? Just holding third-person angles, not really risking too heavy. Just waiting for time, 9 seconds. But this is gonna be quite interesting because there's a lot more people in this lobby. There's gonna be auto revive. RPD is now starting to come in through Ecology. Nade's coming through. Sense is going to get one of their players back in. But they are playing a bit careful. Just constantly trading lives. Also, Team 17 did lose another player, both of which going to come off revive. More are going to find Serena eventually. Unfortunate timing though, right after the revive flight came through. Sanitarium is going to be pretty relaxed. There is going to be one different solo that's kind of nearby though compared to the other team. EG losing 2 players almost instantaneously. I'm not totally sure how that's going to play out.
We also have Sense here getting some shots in teams from a college lab. They finally start leaving, and it doesn't look very good for them, right? We have this upper hand for Thone. He is also pushing away because the zone is quite far away, so they need to push because the zone is moving as well, right? We do have Nuclear Plant who is still busy, right? We have Savage there who are picking up a couple of kills, right? And we also have Universe who got killed and knocked and killed actually by No Snitch. So Varsity is still around this place, so that could be like very good for them. Logic and Redman are in the same position. Actually, Redman is the last one. He's on top getting some shots in the Savage team, right? But I don't think he gonna have any chance to do it, right? Because he's alone, and at this point he needs to push away to actually not die, you know.
Yeah, it's I'm quite curious. Well, luckily he does have snow, but I was about to question as to why he jumped off, considering there was only one person on the enemy team that could even dare challenge him, being the ninja player. But he does have snowboard. He's going to make the escape, just try and play his life, maybe reposition to a location where his team can come back, regroup, loot up, and try and recover from obviously losing 3 players. We did lose as well EG earlier on, going to be getting completely wiped in Ecology, though we also have some fights in Heat. Looks to be Team 7 up against Team 14. Mabara is already losing himself. Vehicle explosion actually going to come in. I think they just he just blew up the vehicle onto his teammate, which led to the confirm. So he's taken a kill of his own teammate. Make sure it doesn't go through to the other team, though it looks like there's a bit of an awkward fight here. Maniac is going to go down to fire. 4 seconds till revive for Igles. They did get the confirm. Ali going to go down. Bobcat as well. The immediate turnaround. Mabara is keeping himself down. So maybe a third party coming in. Fire immediately traded as well. Mabara is getting those crucial trades.
Yeah.
But it does look like that maybe it's another team coming in. Team 11, that being Wontons, one of the Wonton teams. Are indeed going to be coming in now, going for the third party, throwing some nades. This is a crucial time for them to actually get some picks. How can you do it? It's going to throw down the pistol onto the end. Here comes all the revives. And I think this may be free reign.
Oh, yeah. They're getting some shots. Oh, we have the first kill here. Confirm. The K team is actually pushing on top, and right now this looks like a good opportunity for them to actually pick up some kills, because these 2 teams just fighted earlier, and I don't know, this looks good for them because they came from the top and they had that high ground all over the again, right? In the meantime, the Entity is trying to push away. Mobaris as well as Luigi, while they are actually chased by bullets from this team. On the other side, we do have both Savage team getting into a fight. If I did saw Sin getting a kill here, I think, yeah, we had Rorona switch Sin and Decimon actually engaged here, and I think one of the players actually died to them.
What do you mean, Riz up Deanna? I have a girlfriend. Yeah, so customs already just came in as well, so I'm quite curious on how people are going to grab customs. So far, we've got Savage very close by, but they are going to be duo squadding currently. They've got 50 seconds till the rest of the team can come back, so it's a bit risky if they attempt to challenge the custom now. So I'm curious to see if how people they even have 2 customs nearby. There is going to be a lot of people, 4 teams total, going to be over in Outpost. Hell going to go down. Yeah, there's going to be quite highly contested with this one custom. It could give them an opportunity for Savage to actually attempt to third party and just get some snipes going. But then now there's going to be chaos now coming in. Lots of gunfire.
We have Twinkie Winky, who is trying to push on the other side, right? As you mentioned, the custom is quite close to nuclear and also overground, so this could be an opportunity for all of the teams to actually jump. Also, we're gonna see a couple of revive fights probably jump on that, drop, so this could be good for the teams who are already there and, pick up some, easy kills because of the revive fight, right? Because usually people jump there to pick up some, some of the customs. In the meantime, the teams are playing actually a little bit careful, you can see that they are not actually pushing for the fight. We have a couple of kills, but not many. Nuruta is killed right now, and AMK is getting pushed from the side, I think, close to nuclear when they're trying to actually go towards probably the drop.
Yes, you're all good. Savage is going to be still particularly universe, just holding it down. But he is actually going to start being pushed from T3. They already have custom, so it's a bit of an awkward fight for him. Already going to get sniped, 99 HP. Now it's going to be overwhelmed. The entirety of Savage just landed here, so it's a really bad fight to take. Though luckily they did manage to get a kill, which is kind of remarkable in this situation. Though I believe it may have just gone solo, now quickly losing half their team, left to both the insane players. Now here comes another team as well coming in from behind them, and I don't believe they're going to realize this.
Yeah.
And this may be the end for Savage. Bit of an early ending. They are going to be pinched so close. Surprisingly, isn't going to get sniped in the back just yet. Luckily, one of the Insanes are already making their way over to Outpost. Looks to be fine. It looks like what I believe to be Tokyo making the break for it, hoping for his best, and surprisingly enough is evading without any scuffs or bruises. So there is going to be a team in Outpost, so hopefully they don't get caught up there as well. They may have spotted one of them. 40 seconds on the clock. They should be just fine to live. Let's see. The Maniac going to find a kill. It looks like we're going to have Vasi losing some players here, but Sen is actually as well in the fight. Going over the bus station chip. Logic going to grab a kill on Renji. Achua traded away. That's going to be AMK. AMK versus Varsity. AMK are actually down to only 2 players, Improvement and Camper.
Improvement did good, very good. Like he did good yesterday, so I'm looking forward to see how he does today. Right, we do have a couple of teams still here. Get the first knockdown and Actua. Right, we have still Logic there. He might get pushed from the side, and we have no Stitch on this side. I believe no. Oh no, he's still up. So this could be the end, maybe for AMK if they're gonna. Oh no, never mind. The revive flight came in. So yeah, I love how the teams know how to stay alive. You know, through the revive flights. You know, it's actually very interesting.
Yeah, everyone's just making sure they play the time correctly. They're not taking too much risk from what I've seen. I've seen most of the gunfights that we've encountered have been people just kind of playing their life, waiting for the other teams to kind of push in, because it has been constantly not really much of 4v4s, but generally more than 2 teams just fighting in one area. So they're just going to be holding third person peeking any angle they can just to maybe get a free pick or whatnot. And yeah, just more or less play on that rather than risk anything else.
Yes.
Improvement could easily get the pick on Achua here. Does get the free pick, though nearly lost his life doing so.
Oh, yeah. I was actually watching these 2 teams fighting a close bus station. You know, they are actually in a fight stance, and the air team, they are pretty like wipe, and there's just one person still silent who is the last one alive from here.
Yeah, he's going to be completely dipping. He should be just fine. Muscle car, well, rather a rally car. Great vehicle, just because the fact it's a very inconsistent width for hitbox. It's very hard to shoot at. And Improvement is actually going to go down to the HDR. AMK losing 1. Varsity as well, I believe, just lost 2 of their players. Indeed, they just got the kill confirmed. Naruto going to lose his life as well, down to 2. 37 seconds on the clock. But it's just generally fine on timing. That's the thing that's been lucky for a lot of these teams, is that they die near enough when the revive flight's about to come in, so it recovered them pretty quickly. But still, Ackman alongside Camp are going to have to just back up. 22 seconds on the clock, though they are going to get pushed from the back. It's a bit laggy in terms of Camp. I'm not entirely sure. Ali's having a bit of a struggle. But still, we're getting quite a few headshots coming in. Easy. Going to go down to Hellboy. I want to see how... In terms of kills, we're not seeing too many teams actually pop off too heavily. Sense is actually doing pretty well with 7 kills on the board, though we also have Wontons on 10, which, again, prior did the pretty well-timed third party onto Heat, since there was like 3 different teams there, and they fought them as soon as the revive flights came in, so they were easily getting some picks. Got to grab some customs here as well. Custom Kilo, something you don't really see anymore, especially since the 117s became such a meta gun, though it looks like there may be in a bit of an engagement here. Looks like a clean 4v4.
Someone told me that like Kilo is very good, and like I saw people actually playing today. I was playing some BR, and like they were like, oh, I like Kilo better than 117. I'm like, damn, is it like that? But right now Medkit got some shots with that 117 that looks absolutely amazing. That was a double. The laser was in his head. Like, it was absolutely amazing. We have, I think, 1 more player remaining from this team, this P team. Tari, right, is trying to push away. He's still not getting any damage, so this could be his way to actually stay alive if he doesn't get in front of Varsity, and right now he's 1 shot in the back.
He's
so yeah,
also nearly got Pulse, guys. 1 second away. He has Pulse now, so he can just play it. plays it just there perfectly. Now he can just wrap towards Sakura side. Hopefully, I'm presumably going to be able to see the players on his right. Is going to wrap left, hopefully, and then he should be just fine to live the 50 seconds. Shouldn't be getting chased. Akman as well going to get some beams with the Kilo. But I mean, again, yeah, Kilo, I mean, it's a good gun. It's always been consistent. It's been meta for near enough 2 years. Basically, since it's launched, it's always been a good gun. But just this season, the AK-117 has just been so incredibly buffed. It's just so versatile of a gun. It kills too fast. It's just too bad. It's too good to pass up. So that's why it's just so dominant in the meta, especially since it's ground loot. Kilo's not ground loot. You have to get a custom in order to get it.
Indeed. Yeah.
See the Howling gonna go down. Wontons. Still, Wontons are getting the kills. They're really focusing on that regard because they already have 12 kills, and we're not really seeing much of any teams getting double digits. Atta as well gonna go down.
Yes, Serena got a kill too, and they're trying to get, you know, some shots. We have that thing that you mentioned earlier, right? Fighting close to a bus station. It's interesting because the zone is quite, you know, on their side. So right now they're getting some shots. They have this shield. Rexa has the shield, but they have the utilities in the front, and we have a backstab, but was not actually done. Oh wait, you can put the shield so fast. That's interesting. Okay, he's getting some shots. Put the shield, managed to get his front, but we have a Logic who was behind. I really expected him to engage, and we have 64 players, and look at how small is the, you know, the zone. And I feel like when I started, you know, today's lobby, I was expecting to have something like that because they're all like very like good players, and they kind of know how to capitalize like their like kills and also their like teammates, you know, like as far as someone dies, they are trying to push away. So therefore we have a lot of like last players here in this last zone.
Yeah, right now, Varsity fighting for their lives, holding it really well in the buildings towards the bus station. Gonna be getting quite a few kills here. Surge, I believe it was, actually gonna go down to the nade. But they're really holding it down. They're gonna be actually losing Achua here. That's not gonna be looking good. 24 seconds on the clock. Should be just fine. No snitch alongside Ratman holding their own. R8 struggling. I don't know if they're not wiped just yet. They're down to still 2 players in a 2v2. The beams with the EM2. Ratman not gonna be looking strong. 10 seconds on the clock. Actually, no, Ratman's gone. Left to no snitch. All he has to do is live 5 seconds. Should be just fine to do that. But I think this may be last revive. Indeed it is. Now no more revives. Everyone's going to have to play their life carefully. And as soon as we say that, Easy going to go down. Immediately losing his life. How can you do it? They're back-to-back. We're losing so many players as soon as that revive flight comes in. Very poor timing. But now this is the crucial part. It's make or break. You need to get the loot to really just secure yourself in a good position.
Damn. We have teams so far in the zone right now, and it's incredible. They are fighting still back in the snowy place. Oh my god, look at Hellboy. He's on 11 kills. Oh my god, and as you said, the revive flights are actually getting down as fast as they come back, you know, like as fast as they came back. And we do have this last zone around, like, you know, how you call it, bus stations, like nuclear, you know, so you kind of have like the hills to actually have like some high ground. So we have lots of kills each and there, and pre-match, oh, I just spectated Akman and he got shot down right now. AMK is pushed, but they don't have like the zone, and the last one, I think it's Improvement who is trying to get away. He's the last player from this team.
Yeah, so Team 11, 26 kills, though quickly crumbling. This may be the end for them. Left to just 1, though still. Team 14 on 16 kills themselves. They could be looking in good shape right now. As long as they keep this momentum, they've already wiped the top fragging team. They just need to keep following up on it. They're finding sense, looking for some snipes. It looks like a possibility they can easily get some snipes off of this. But still, their headshot game has been so far really well done. They managed to headshot Hellboy, whom of which was top ranking with 11 kills, immediately off the roof, which was a crucial pick to get because he had the high ground, he had the position to work with. He's going to snipe him away, but they also have Snowball. It's going to be able to rotate away to zone. The zone is going to be across the water, so it's going to be a bit of an awkward situation to try and position themselves well. Hell going to go down, R8. I may believe might be out of players. No, they're going to still have 2 holding the roofs. Loot to work with. Varsity near to them as well.
They're actually fighting on this side. We have 2 shields, and we have also Smoke Bomber. We have Sans, who's got... oh, they got eliminated? Did they? That team? I think they actually got eliminated by this air team. We have a good amount of kills on their side as well, and they hold this heal pretty good. I'm gonna check. Yeah, I think they got actually eliminated. That's interesting. Okay, we're gonna see another team actually getting into a fight, maybe down there. But again, 28 more players alive, and yeah, Rotna is trying to snipe the players coming to the zone.
Yeah, we're going to see actually Wontons in a very favorable position. They have a lot of... buildings to work with, and it looks like AMK are going to get wiped out.
Yeah.
Though surrounded, though, here comes a lot of teams. Wonton's crumbling, went from 4 to 1. Eden wiped out of the picture. Quickly losing all 4 players, just getting too distracted on too many different things. Now, Raze should be able to get res. 12 kills on the board for them. 17 kills still on the board for Team 14, though, losing half their team within instant. Desperate to try and get a comeback. Surge, though, looking strong as ever.
We have
PPSH working well. That's going to be the wipe. He got wiped to the very end. Yeah, that was...
Everyone I was spectating, they were like dying instantly. How is this even fair? I don't know.
A clean 4v4 went down to the 1v1, and
Yes.
it was just a matter of who can win first, and of course that's what happened to them. Entity, last remaining, holding himself down, has the custom bomb in 7, has a nice little position to work with, though he has a 3-man directly behind him. Gonna be a bit wary about that. He is throwing the nades towards the 3-man, so he is aware of their position. Needs to just hopefully not get caught up against any of these other players here. Is going to get shot inside. Now this is going to be the issue. He doesn't really have anywhere to work with. Has the defender placed. Has Varsity directly across from it, and he's going to give the kill away to Actual there. It's going to be a 4v3 v2v1. So, as we've seen from yesterday, a lot of teams were basically at these end games. It was constantly at least one team that was a full squad, and then maybe a couple with a lot less. Oh. But it was always the team that always had more. Though now it's a 3v3. Oh. Howling going to go down. Momo traded. The loading directly above. Gets that trade raised. Left to just 1. And that's going to be the quick little wipe. No Snitch actually sealing the kill. Now Varsity are the ones with the top amount of players. Can easily get that. And now it's a 2v3. Camper down. It's left to the 1. Raze versus Varsity. And that's going to be a quick little kill. Immediately pushed. Couldn't even react to that. Team 5 Varsity taking game 1. Very strong game, but I don't think it's going to be enough to be overall in the top, considering there was a team that, what, nearly had 27 kills, I think it was? Wontons? That was an insane game.
Yeah. Definitely. I wasn't expecting to have so much, action. I was expecting something like that, but not this compact. We had, like, at some point, close to the end, like, 60 players alive, so yeah. And look at the kills. Still, Varsity has a lot of kills. We have No Stitch with 6. We have Ratman with 6. We have Acta with 6. And also Logic with 3 kills. And also the damage, it looks pretty strong as well, right? But overall, they have a lot of kills. We have a lot of teams with, like... sorry, double-digit kills, right? We have Team 5 with 21 kills. And then we have Team 11 with 26. So they were the ones that... 11 of them was? Yeah, Team 11, Team 13, Team 11. Yeah,
Team 11 in 13th place,
yeah. With 26 kills. And look at the kills on Hellboy side, 12. At some point, I was like expecting him picking kills from outside of the zone, because the players were actually fighting outside of the zone. So yeah, very good play from them. Hopefully, we're gonna see the same energy in the next lobby.
Of course, yeah. I'm very surprised to see that Varsity have actually finally gone a rhythm for themselves. Yesterday, they was really struggling. They fumbled 2 games in a row. They finally made the comeback in the last game. They really needed it to guarantee a qualification spot. They did get through, and now they're already winning the first round. So it's a flip in comparison to yesterday. Now, hopefully, it's not a literal flip of them winning the first round and then fumbling the next 2. We'll have to see again. It's all about consistency in this. But still, yeah, again, Hellboy popping off with 12 kills. But I mean, yeah, that's the thing. There's so many teams participating. It's crucial that you stay alive all the way up until the end zone. Otherwise, you're just going to get picked apart left, right, and center. And teams are just going to get 3 kills easily from doing so. But yeah, Wontons did amazing in terms of just finding their fights. So they had great opportunities. Again, that first engagement they fought 3 different teams that were all focusing each other, got the free picks off of that. And they just had to get the same momentum the entire way through.
Yeah, definitely. I just see people complaining about like the ping, but I can't figure out if you people complain about ping or like the MENA people. But yeah, a lot of like them.
Or it may, yeah, I do believe it's actually going to be on MENA ping. I think that's going to be the reason why. So it looks like it's going to be the Iranians taking the advantage here, but interestingly enough, it's going to be Varsity that's taking the win. So they're not Iranian; they're going to be in Europe. So yeah, it does that. Yeah, so EU is going to be definitely a shell shock to them. But yeah, that may explain why AMK wasn't really doing too well this round. Obviously, they performed outstanding during their group stage. Won 2 of the 3 rounds. though definitely not
Yeah.
going to be in a same kind of space here. There was just, to be fair, there was a lot of people going to be fighting off in nuclear plant, so there was
Yes.
just a lot to handle. They did get some kills. They got some free picks onto players that were just coming off revives a lot. Got some engagements as well, but it was just too much to handle. They were surrounded heavily, so it was just a really awkward fight for their regard. And that's more or less the same case for everyone that was really in nuclear plant. It was too risky for any real engagement to really commit to. But I mean,
Yes.
yeah, I think we haven't had too many stupid kills. I think everyone's played kind of more
Yeah.
strategic. No one's risking
Mm.
too much of their lives. They just want to go and try and make sure that they live as much as possible, especially in a lobby like this where it's nearly a full lobby, 491 players. Definitely much better than yesterday in comparison, because that yesterday was like, what, 30 people less in each group?
Yeah. Yeah. There were like in the first one were 51, and in the second were like 64 something. So yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be definitely a completely different ballpark, especially in terms of it being auto revive. So I'm quite curious on
Yeah.
how these teams maybe adapt to it, because now they know that it's going to be in Mena ping. They need to adapt to that quickly. They've already realized on how the ping is going to affect them during that first round. Now they can kind of adapt to it a bit more this round. So maybe we'll see a bit more of the EU side of teams going to be actually coming up and making some good plays, but we have to see.
Yes. We will still like we have 3 games in the finals. We did finish the first lobby. We still have 2 more lobbies to go. So yeah. Well, how do you feel that we lost both to our pick?
Yeah, we both lost it. I think it's because we both chose it, and that's why.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was like a curse, more or less. I think AMK just not really pleased that they got baited twice. They
I
they don't want just being overly favorited.
I don't think they're gonna like us after this
Yeah,
because we cast our curse them. Well, I think it's your fault.
yeah. I'm gonna take away my vote from AMK, and I'm gonna move on to a different team. And I think I don't even know who to choose from. There's a lot of different. Knowing that it's now Menaping,
Yeah.
of course, all the Iranians are going to have this huge advantage to themselves. Obviously, wontons popping up. I don't think they did too like eye catching yesterday. I think they were like doing all right.
Yeah.
Nothing too incredible, but still, definitely today is definitely a big showcase. From 6 kills. It's a huge amount. 11 kills already off the rip with the first round. So, I mean, I kind of want to go with them, but I feel like they're going to fumble maybe in the second and third round. Maybe they get too confident with themselves, but we'll have to see. I think my bet is probably going to go with Team 3. I feel like even though they're EU, I feel like there's a chance because
Okay.
MP5 did do
Team
pretty well yesterday. Yeah, Team 3. It's going to be
yeah.
Hypno's team.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna go with which team to go. I don't know.
Oh, you're getting off of AMK? You don't feel like AMK is going to have it?
I don't want to make them lose, to be honest. I want to find my next victim, the next team,
Mm-hmm.
to actually, wait just a second. Yeah. Oh, what do you think? Just a second.
All good.
I'm still coughing. What do you
Uh,
think if there's gonna be a rematch? What are your thoughts
yeah,
on this
I'm
game?
noticing that in the Discord right now there is currently a discussion about
Yeah.
as to if they want to do a rematch, which I think is I don't know what to say about it. I think it's more wiser to because obviously that's going to be just completely unfair to of course Varsity, Wontons especially because they had 26 kills. I think it's going to be a bit unfair for teams such as that, where they've popped off, they played a full round, played their heart out, especially a team like Varsity, which obviously didn't have the ping advantage, to then just have it completely nulled, not like thrown out the window and stuff. I think, if anything, they should do it where they do 4 rounds, so do the extra round or whatever, but then
Yeah,
it's the
but
top 3 rounds that they do, their best 3 performances that goes towards their results. So they can have one bad game and it'll get completely ignored. But the top 3 performances of their 4 games, they will get used. So maybe something like that.
but
Maybe.
what's gonna happen if we're gonna start this lobby again, right? And we're gonna have the same ping, right? And then we just did another lobby, right? But it's the same ping. We cannot do the rematch until tomorrow in the morning. To be honest, like I don't know.
Of course, yeah.
I feel like I don't know. I agree. Like you guys can do a rematch if you want, but if one time was like this, I think the next time will be like this. And as you said, I don't think it's very fair against like Varsity because they actually won. So I don't know how the points gonna be or not. So yeah, it's like I don't know. I feel like it's not as you know. I don't know. Because like the thing is that you sign up in a tournament and you take the risk because knowing that there's gonna be two groups, knowing that the male players coming to play with EU, there's that risk of like having a different ping, So I don't know. That's my side. Why are you laughing? I want to know
I'm reading the room chat. I'm seeing my name back to back, and just
yeah.
everyone.
And I was like,
It's a
why
it's a
everyone
wa-
asking
it's a
him?
it's a war between people going about to either kick the Iranians or kick the EU, and it's quite an interesting discussion there. But I mean, at the end of the day, it was bound to happen. It was one region is going to be more favored than the other. Obviously, that's kind of the whole EU like comp scene. It's going to be a very big mix between Middle East MENA teams, a lot of Iranian teams, and then we've also got obviously EU. That's just kind of how the comp scene has kind of grown into. It's not like MENA used to have its own comp scene. It's not really that active anymore. It's kind of just combined with EU, and so obviously sometimes, especially in tournaments like this, there's going to be times where like MENA just have the advantage in ping. And because EU is usually the more often ping, MENA teams have adapted to that, unlike EU teams adapting to MENA ping. And that's going to be probably why people are complaining a lot more about this.
Okay, but they just asked me. I feel like left behind. Like they were like, oh, Gora, rematch, not me. Like, why not me?
I don't know. I think they're joking around. I'm not sure. Maybe it's because I have played with some of these players, so they obviously know me as in a personal level. But I mean, yeah, maybe they feel like we have some sort of power over it, but of course not. We're just the casters. We give our inputs, but that's more or less that's it.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
You're not biased.
I'm quite curious though, because I don't know if I'm not sure if they did, because the announcement that it's been heavily voted towards rematching. So
they do a rematch.
I presume so, because the rematch vote was 20 votes above not rematching. But still, I don't know what the game plan is, because why are we rematching exactly? For ping? Is that the reason? It's kind of expected to have, it would be a strong chance we have bad ping. And I called it yesterday that we would more likely have bad ping, because we had a full lobby of Iranians, and then we had some Iranian teams, but obviously most EU teams, but then some Iranian teams within that EU bracket as well. So it was kind of more likely to be like the Middle East gonna have the ping. But I mean, that's sometimes you're just gonna suck it up and live with it and just adapt as much as you can.
Yeah, but the question is how much further we go. Like if we get this and again there's like a big ping discrepancy, are we staying until tomorrow to cast or something? I
don't know. We're gonna have to rematch every single round. We'll have to see.
Yeah, I hope not. Don't say that.
Right. But again, this round we've actually got a similar flight path, not in terms of direction, but at least given the full map its options. Everyone can go anywhere in the map. There's no particular way where you have to have like 7 teams in one area. Everyone can go anywhere. Yeah, everyone's gonna be jumping away. It doesn't look like anyone going radar downtown. Not some of the earlier stages. Harbor's completely untouched, so I feel like we're definitely gonna see a lot more teams actually kind of take a fight. Yeah, I'm quite curious. We're gonna have obviously the one team black market. A lot of people mostly focusing on the later stages of the jump. Nobody really jumping on the early side of the map, which I feel like this is going to be horrible. There's going to be, I think, 4 teams ecology.
Yeah.
3 teams heat. 2 teams ski town. 2 teams nuclear plant. Yeah, this is going to be quite hectic. Okay, yeah, you look heat. I'm going to go ecology. Mankey killed himself. I'm not entirely sure as to why he did that.
I think he jumped in the water or something. I think he was lagging out. I think because I saw him in the water. Like for some seconds.
Yeah, that might be the case. But as we can see, obviously a lot of gunfights currently happening in the kill feed. We're not going to find a 2-piece actually quite quickly. Great stuff to him. Logic going to go down. That's going to nuclear plant.
Oh, we also have some fights at heat, but they're like, small like pinching players, I could say, like not 4v4s, they're like, players trying to move around and get the kill, right? We do have Redman who put down Serena. Serena is one of the players, right, that we actually saw perform very good prior, so him being down, it's like, it means something, right? And right now we have just 2 teams at nuclear, right? Logic jumped there, or Varsity jumped there, and right now I'm curious about their thoughts by doing the rematch after they won the prior. But yeah, they're trying to get as many kills as they can at the beginning, because I assume they're adapting to the ping if there's like again a big discrepancy between the pings. So I'm looking forward to see what the players gonna say after this lobby.
Yeah, I'm just kind of curious on why. Like, yeah, it's going to be something that's definitely going to be definitely a blow to the confidence of Varsity. Obviously, they had an amazing match, and then for that to immediately just get completely voided is going to be definitely a big blow. But they don't look to be that phased. They're going to be immediately going for the kills, which is crucial because that's kind of what they needed to do, especially in the group stages. They didn't really play aggressive at all during the first 2 rounds, and then they finally got into playing aggressive in the final round, and it definitely paid off for them. They won the game. I believe they did win the game, and also had a lot of kills to boot.
Yeah.
Now, of course, they did the same thing round 1. Unfortunately, that's not going to count though, so hopefully they can stay consistent with that. One team is in fact already wiped out. Sense is down to 2 players. But now, in terms of zone, it's pretty favorable for most of the teams because, again, mostly everyone landed at later stages of the flight. They didn't jump early on. So already a lot of teams are going to be inside the circle. Quite a few teams in Dormitory as well in Ski Town. Still curious about that. Tinky Winky, the only person remaining, it looks like, for one of his teams. It's going to be just kind of relaxing.
Yeah, we also have 2 teams here at, I forget these names, like Refinery, right? We have one of the Savage teams and AG, but they did not engage yet, even if they are close. Now the Savage team is actually pushing away with the chopper, right? They're trying to go away, but we'll see if actually the other team engages, and already they shoot the chopper, so there's no way they're gonna push away without a fight. We have AG who are inside of this building, so yeah, I don't think they spotted them yet, so they kind of have a good hiding, not hiding, but like cover. We have Insane with the first knock. He's pushing. Oh, but he's getting traded very fast by Excuse there, who is using an RPD. I like RPDs, Nest, actually.
RPD, a beautiful gun, but yeah, down to already 3v3, 2v3 rather. Both at Tokyo and Insane going to be wiped out. Universe and Heaps left remaining. But now, the things about Refinery is just these weird, I don't know what to say, these elevator things that just boost you up is so easy to abuse. It's so hard to kill people that are just constantly using it. It's kind of like the platform ziplines. But I'd argue platform ziplines are much easier to kill people off of in comparison to this because it's so hard to shoot people off of it. But now it's just a matter of just playing for their lives. AVA still holding it down. Wontons, again, they had 26 kills, but it looks like they are still going for kills. They don't really look that phased. Those Universe going to find a pick down to a 2v2. 30 seconds on the clock. Could maybe find another kill. Defender.
Oh, another defender.
He realizes there's a player below him. Heaps not really able to help him out though. Universe holding his own. Going to be backing up.
He's getting some shots in him. He knocked him. Okay.
17 seconds. 1 player left. That's going to be no one. Looks to be just fine. I think he's going to be fine. Going to get that confirmed. 9 seconds on the clock. He should be just fine. Let's see some of these other teams though. So the one team completely wiped. Yeah, MK going to be already on some kills of their own. Just waiting for time. They're playing for the third person peak. Don't want to risk too much. They are kind of... They're in a decent position. They don't really need to engage much. They can just kind of wait it out, see who peaks first or who challenges first. Ackerman already incredibly low. Just going to play it smart. Wontons again, still getting a lot of kills. I feel like they may get the same momentum as earlier on, and it may be the case. Worth indeed going to get knocked. Ackerman going to go down. We're looking strong.
Now we have some sniper shots from the bottom. Naruto is trying to get some information. Right now, Improvement pushes, and obviously the spectator sent me to Narnia instead of the teammate. Improvement getting some shots here, pushing towards, I think, Damon. Damon has like a good spot in the grass. He's getting some shots. Trickster. Oh my god, that was such a nice like drop shot from him. And we have one more player, I think, remaining from this team, and it's Loading, who is somehow, a getaway.
Yeah, he left while Damon was kind of a distraction play. It's remarkable that Damon actually lost that fight. Realistically, in those situations, you really shouldn't be losing it, especially when you're getting just the advantage. But I mean, I think he trickstered a bit prematurely there, and that's kind of what cost him. It gave away his position. But I mean, yeah, I mean, at least as long as Loading stays alive, it should be fine. Ratman going to be going down. That's, of course, from Varsity. Having their own little fight there, over and overgrown. R8, going to be split up. It doesn't look like there's going to be much happening. Insane going to go down, so they did manage to come back.
Oh, we have Hips down too as well, and right now this does not look good, very good for the Savage team. See, that's why I don't pick them. I was like, I'm not gonna caster curse them again, but the caster curse indeed. Right now, Insane and Universe are trying to push back. 30 seconds until the revive flight, so we need to wait. But on the opposition, we have this Sense team who are sniping. And the Rex are getting some shots from the top, and also M team getting pushed here by another team. So this could be an opportunity from the snipers to actually get some free kills here, free knocks. You know, I would do that.
Wonsons are down to one player. All he has to do is not get sniped currently. He has 5 seconds on the clock, surrounded by like at least 3 different teams. Gonna go for this beam, gets the beam on switch. I'm not sure how he saw him. Got the beam, staying alive, has the rest of the, able to get the reset going, though still he's surrounded. There's gonna be a full team here. He is completely unaware. Throwing some nades, gonna run straight to the gaping mouths of a full team. Somehow gets Nemesis untouched. Don't tell me he gets a second. If he gets a second here, it's ridiculous.
Oh.
He might. If he didn't ADS, he could have gone another, but he got him cracked. That is something that should have never happened, that he especially got Nemesis. Serena gonna go down. Left to just 2. They should be able to get this res.
Oh, yeah. We have Helen who is actually pushing on top. The other team is actually pushing back. They don't want to engage right now. And we have 2 of the players from this T team, right? How can you do it? And Anhedonia, right? Nemesis is also up. They're trying to push back. We have the revive flight coming in, and already some of the players got knocked as fast as they came back. So yeah, I think some of them still need to wait a strong minute until the next one. We have a couple of kills here and there, and also like the whole zone is coming on this side. Now I do see that AMK is also facing the team here close to bus station, right? We have the first knock on improvement. We have Eric getting some shots from Naruto, got the knock, but he's getting shots from top very fast. Right now it's all on Akman, who, wait, is it out? Yeah,
AMK are out that quickly.
Oh,
They had some good momentum. They had I believe 6 kills on the board, but unfortunately just got caught up. Their logic is well going to be going down. An early outing for AMK, a bit unfortunate, but again, technically first round, so it should be just fine. They will just have to adapt to it. Hopefully they can manage to recover for the next 2 games, but they're gonna need to make a big one because it's all about staying consistent. Not really having an early outing is gonna be the crucial thing. And Actual gonna get a kill. Insane gonna go down.
Oh, nice. Okay, that was a good kill from Acto actually. I was hitting him, and a good you know, shield. No Snitch is trying to get some shots as well, while Ratman is actually pushing these remaining players from this you know, team. They have a good position, right? They also, I think, got the revive flights back, and we have 75 players alive. And look at the zone, like look at them, they're all around you know, launch base / kill house. That is actually amazing.
With the amount of dots on the screen, it reminds me of the movie Up. Have you seen the movie Up? It was like a Pixar movie that had an old man in the house, and the house was like connected to a bunch of balloons. Yeah, it reminds me of those. It reminds me the amount of colors on my screen of how many people are at the crash site. It reminds me of the balloons from that movie.
They're little.
Just pretty much on how condensed they are. Still, we're gonna see a lot of fights still happening. I mean, pretty much there's no quiet time. Everyone is in engagement. At least somewhere on the map there is an engagement happening. So it's going to be hard for us to keep track of everyone, but still, we're going to have to find someone. We got currently team 3, already on 7 kills, doing well for themselves. But yeah, generally, a lot of teams are getting some kills up. Not quite double digits for a lot of them, but still getting around the near double digits mark, around 8-9 kills for quite a few teams. Sens are going to be completely wiped out of the market, unfortunately for them.
Jay also getting some shots in the water, trying to push here at Sakura. I don't know, he's still alive, he's still in the water, Hellboy as well. He spotted this team, but I don't know if they're gonna engage or not, because they are 2 players, and we have another team coming from the back, and that is Varsity, who are actually picking up their, you know, custom guns. So this could be very good if they're gonna approach Sakura and actually get in a fight to bring up their kills, you know?
Yeah, they definitely are gonna want to do what they did last round, because of course they won the game with a good amount of kills, and they need to make sure they kind of do the same thing, not be deterred by the first, obviously, round being voided entirely. They do have a lot of guns to work with, ready to go, already in the ORV, ready to push. Hopefully that's going to be the case scenario here. Fincher going to go and get a HDR shot alongside some 117s coming in. A Kilo once going to be shown up by Silent from Surge. Quite curious to see on how that's going to play out, and Wontons might be the team of interest right now with Varsity.
They're fighting down up to Sakura. The 2 teams, we have the W team, right, who is getting some shots in this I team, and they're actually having a good position. We have some players on top. We have Damon inside. He's picking up some knocks. Whoa.
I think he just got a running headshot on some guy. That with a DLQ especially is going to be a bit of an awkward thing to do, but still no snitch. Last remaining player for the team. Unfortunately lost his entire team quickly. Quite a bit of time until the revive flight. He just needs to make sure he stays alive. Still, I believe 2 players up for the team. Actually, no, they fully reset. They didn't actually get confirmed on anything.
Yeah, look
Rona?
at the C team. The number 3, they just came from the back and actually killed the players who fight against this I team. They got sandwiched in the middle, to be honest, and right now they are chasing them downtown to Sakura, right? So yeah, this is interesting. And also the P team is here as well, Roham. So Sakura looks kind of busy, you know, busy like yesterday.
Yeah, it's just really going to be... If they somehow get some lucky headshot here, because Team 16 are going to be spamming some sniper shots. They do now notice that there's going to be a different team behind them. That's going to be Team 22. It's going to be 3-manning currently. The 4th going to be off revive flight, but they're still so close to Team 16. I don't know if they're going to attempt to push. They definitely know they're there. But it looks like they're just going to play it out, wait for time. Not really risk too much. And there's the headshot coming in. Worth finally going to land something.
Yeah, he's on engaging his first kill, but he's actually going on top of Sakura, where's team number 3. So this could not be such a great idea. Demir got some shots, and as fast as he sees the like little feet around his map, he's actually pushing back. Right now, some of the snipers are in the mix, right? Some of them getting some shots. We have Hellboy who got shot down here at Kill House, right? We have 2 teams. We have one of them being actually Varsity. Oh, never mind. He just got knocked down here. No snitch, I think. Yeah. Got knocked down, and yeah, Varsity are coming back with the revive side, and they're all landing on top of Kill House right now.
Yeah, Logic's going to be over in Kill House, which is probably the smart play. They don't all want to go to the same location where they had all their loot, considering they don't know if the team is still there. It was a bit risky, but still, Logic is going to be all the way around, surprisingly escaping with his life. He did land basically directly on a team. Let's see, though. We're still going to have... MP5 is actually going to be coming close to a full team that's going to be in the water, swimming like sharks. We have Team 14. Finch are going to actually get a 2-piece for himself. I think that may be the white Tinky Winky going to go down. Peek in the water and then immediately just go on flashbang by 4 different people.
Oh, damn.
MP5, though, in a bit of an awkward situation. He hasn't really got much to work with. He needs to go for zone. But there's 2 people in the water. He could get a free pick, maybe, if once they come out. Struggling to land the shots, though, especially with the M4 is a bit ridiculous. RMG going to go down. Excuse alongside EG, struggling to zone.
Oh, yeah. The zone has more kills than me.
EG's wiped the zone. EG's wiped the zone. That's unfortunate. EG have had 2 bad rounds. Their first round at least did get ignored, but I mean, still, unfortunately dying here is very bad. Especially the zone out of all things. Heap's gonna go down. Yeah, it looks like Savage are just gonna have to play with the vehicles. They haven't really got a position to work with. They could maybe go for this high ground here on the right side. These hills aren't occupied. MP5 is going to do that. Yeah, it was kind of expected. He was in such a bad position for zone. He had to rotate through the water, but there was already people in front of him. But there is going to be a lot of engagements kind of happening in front of him as well. That's going to be R8.
Oh, after getting some shots though in the vehicle, but they stopped shooting, or maybe Ratman getting some shots, he's knocked by Sadaf. So we do have another team coming in, a team that like we don't really see that like, you know, to engage that much. Fincher has like 5 kills, we have Levi with 4 as well. Never mind, they actually engaged, but I feel like it was about this round. We have some utilities coming in because they are both in this like 2 houses, right? So we can see the push made by Serena, who is inside. We have the medic circle, but I feel like it was too early in this fight to put it down. And right now he done first knock on Levi. We have Levi down, Bahador's trying to, you know, res, and also Aslan, who is on top. But we also have other issues. Varsity on the left side and also another team on the right side.
Yeah. There's just too much really happening for all of these teams. 12 teams still up. A lot of people not going to be in zone. So this last zone, when it's starting closing, it's going to be pretty hectic. A lot of people having to just run wide in the open to go and get some pushes. Varsity already on the move, noticing this situation, already trying to rotate away. There's still a lot of people going to be directly behind them. They need to be careful about their backs. Camp going to go down. Still 11 teams now. 1 team just got wiped. Another one in as well. Wonton's finally going to get wiped out, which is unfortunate for them. Wonton's, of course, had 26 kills last round. Going to get wiped out with less than 10. Let's see. Savage as well going to go out.
Yes.
But still quickly, a lot of teams are going to be losing a lot of players down to just 1 player for each team, basically. Still a few teams with a full squad, though. R8 alongside Team 15. holding strong. Surge alongside.
The Moose are also getting some shots. He's on 7 right now. I think he has the most kills, or maybe close to the most kills. He's getting pushed from the side as well. We have Sadaf who is helping him, and we have the Snowbird. I think that's gonna be something that's gonna help him. Now we have another team on the top who are getting some shots. Levy, sorry, he's getting killed by the mirror, and they're trying to go inside of the zone. But there's this key team, right, who are holding the top, so I don't think they're gonna be able to push away.
Eric may have just choked a bit. He had some free shots to go for, but unfortunately just, I guess, got too flashy with it. Was trying to go for some flick shots. Could easily have landed a headshot here or two. Isn't going to land it. Does get some body shots. Logic is eventually going to go down. That's going to be Vasti out of the picture. But they have just the free reign of shooting everyone. Easily can get a lot of kills here. Could at least get to the 20 kill mark. A lot of free kills to go for. They're going to be jumping immediately. Looking for a push. Leading the charge now.
Yeah, this ultim is actually pushing RMS.
Gets one. And that's going to be the quick little wipe. And now down to the 4v4. Madsen, 11 kills. Currently, they're going to be actually getting the top fraggers right now. 24 kills up on the board. 11 kills to just one of their players. This is going to be Team 18, which is indeed going to be the Surge, up against Team 15, which is with 15 kills. That's a being 90 rule. 90 rule versus the Surge. 4v4, very clean. Unfortunately, though, Surge having to rotate wide in the open.
Yeah.
They do have the low ground that to kind of work with. They have the ridge, though. It looks like Salvador. Possibly can get a pick. It's a bit risky. Now they have the ridge, but completely unaware about their side. So late to react to this. Nearly got 3 off that one alone. The RPD going to turn around. But still, it's such a late reaction. That's going to be a huge loss to them. Silent alongside Radin just mantling, and that's going to be 3 picks. And that's just the unfortunate part. They didn't have good positioning. They had to rotate to the bottom of the hill. Got easy caught off guard. Didn't even notice there's a play on their right side. Got 2 kills. Well, 2 plays lost to that. Definitely a huge loss, but still, I mean, they still had great amount of kills. The Surge still 20 plus kills was pretty huge. I think they're the only team that had 20 plus kills. It was still great stuff for the kills, but I mean, a bit sloppy on the end there, but still great stuff for the second place.
Yeah, definitely. We have Saliva with 8 kills, we have Eric with 4, we have Armas with 4, and also Hidden with 3 kills. And I think second second place has 25 kills, and nobody's actually close to their kill. The closest is 21, Team 16, right, who actually got 4th place. So yeah, definitely we see a lot of like teams who are trying to get more and more kills. But I feel like the end zone was not as busy as it was in the previous, lobby actually. We had like around 60 players, and we had like almost the last zone. But right now they actually did good, and I really did like watching this last zone. That 4v4, you don't really see that often 4v4s at the end. It's usually 1v2, v3, v3, v whatever, but it was very good.
Yeah, it was shocking that they actually managed to keep the full squad up at the very end. 2 teams to keep that going up until the very end to make it a clean 4v4. But I mean, they had great performances for a lot of these teams, but Vasti still going to keep a top 6 at least. Not as many kills as they did previously, though, unfortunately. But I mean, yeah, obviously going to be the top bracket is mostly going to be towards the Middle East right now. Obviously, they're going to have the advantage with the ping. Our rate, I don't think we really saw anything from them when it came to yesterday. Especially from Takari. 10 kills on the board already. Yeah. Amazing stuff. 21 kills on the board total for the team. So already a great start for both teams, Surge and R8. But, I mean, yeah, unfortunately, a lot of the EU teams just going to be struggling. Wonton's obviously had 26 kills last round. Not going to be doing that well with 11th place, less than 10 kills. I mean, yeah, that's the thing. Unfortunately, when you have a great game like that, knowing that it just doesn't even count, it can ruin your confidence. And sometimes it just ruins the mood for everyone. It's just something you just kind of have to try and recover and overcompensate for.
Yeah, I hope there's no rematch. I hope, guys. I hope there's no rematch.
Yeah, I hope it's not going to be the case again. But I mean, I don't know. I'm still conflicting as to what's the reason was for that rematch, just for the sake of just because it was bad ping. I mean, it's kind of expected that's going to continue happening. But I mean, yeah, I don't really know what to say about that.
I feel like when you come into this tournament, you come with the risk because it's not the first time you actually, play mixed tournaments, with different teams. So it's like, I don't know. For me, in my opinion, the rematch was like kind of losing time for me, for you, for the teams, because at the end of the day, we knew that it's gonna be the same ping and it's gonna with like, you know, rematches, because like I don't think it's gonna change anything, you know. I don't know. That's my opinion. Now I don't know.
Yeah.
Now you can tell more, because like you do play sometimes like this type of like, you know, lobbies and so on. So I don't know. What is your
Yeah. I
expertise
mean,
as a pro
I mean,
player?
it's generally expected. Like, there's nothing you can really do much for ping. It's should be kind of expected to have a bit of a situation like that, where it's going to be just a big issue to a lot of teams. Not everyone's going to be in the same scenario, especially since the EU scene, again, as mentioned prior, is going to be a very big mix of variety between MENA and EU players. So, I mean, sometimes when it comes to a point where MENA teams are the predominant teams participating, I mean, obviously, yeah, they're
Yeah.
gonna have the they're gonna have the ping advantage, and that's just unfortunately how it is. We just need. There's not that much new EU talent really coming into the scene to overcome the new
Yeah.
teams of MENA teams, because there's more MENA teams coming into the scene rather than EU teams, and that's what's kind of struggling, and that's why. And it just should be something you kind of have to just deal with eventually. I
Yeah.
mean, you're not always gonna have the silver spoon.
Yeah, and I could understand, you know, the players being like, you know, frustrated because of the ping, but again, I don't know. It's kind of, you choose to join the tournament. You know, nobody tells you come and join the tournament. You choose it. You know, you kind of take a risk. You know, and I'm still debating the rematch. You know, because it was a really fair 12 teams. Because right now, for example, the team that like lost, for example, Varsity could say, okay, do a rematch. You know, so I don't know. It's just like, I don't know. But yeah, we're gonna see how it's gonna be this one. And yeah, what is your pick?
You need a drink. You need to stay hydrated,
No,
Jan.
I'm drinking water. It's because like I'm sick, you know.
Oh, unfortunate. All right. Well, at least now,
Yeah.
well, maybe the six rounds of casting maybe has gone to you. Maybe
Yeah,
that's probably
it
why.
got me.
Constantly having
It
to
got
talk
me.
3 straight hours, pretty much. Maybe that
That's
got
why
to
I
you. And
don't
now
talk
this is the
that much.
aftermath. And then also you have the script. You have the cast tomorrow as well. This is unfortunate, Diana. Just all coming at once. You have too
Yeah,
much to
but
focus
we
on.
are like we are like together in this. We're gonna cast tomorrow together.
Yep.
Anyways,
And you're gonna
yeah,
obliterate your vocal cords by the end of this. That's all
could
for
be
the
worse.
sport. Could be worse, of course. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I think there's nothing much that really can be done in the situation. Of course, teams are going to have bad ping. Some teams are, some teams aren't.
We
You
should go
just,
and play and win. What do you
I mean,
think? We
I
should
mean,
we
I
should
think
win in this lobby.
I
To
could,
be
as long as I have a decent team, I think it'll be
What do you
fine.
mean, me and you?
I mean, yeah, I'm down. But yeah, I mean, I've played NA already. I've played a lot of it, and I've adapted to the ping. I mean, granted, I do have good internet. I did have only like 70 ADMS when I came when I
Oh, well.
played NA. And I adapted. I learned how to get over the ping and just work with it. And that's just kind of the mentality you have to go into these tournaments. Of course, other people are going to have worse ping than, let's say, somebody in 80
Yeah.
ping. They may have something like 100 plus.
Yeah.
But you just need to learn from it. You need to just trying to put yourselves in positions where it's not always a 1v1 gunfight. You need to put yourself in a position where you can have the advantage in peeking, shoot first before the opponent and stuff like that. As more or
Yeah.
less the only things you can really do, really, in that sort of situation. But yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
you're just gonna have to learn.
Yeah, so it's 2v what 84. What do you think? We know it's gonna be easy.
Yeah, I hope there's no rematch. As long as there's no rematch, I'm happy about this.
We gotta make the rematch because I want to play now. We need to do 2 rematches because I want to play.
I want to
We
play
can
full
play and
blown.
cast in the same time. Trust me.
Yeah, just it's basically just streaming your POV.
Yeah, but like casting it. I actually
course.
like to do sometimes in MP, especially when I play SND, to cast the POV of my like teammates. It's quite funny. I'm telling you. I'm gonna cast your POV. You cast my POV. Easy, easy.
Of course, yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
god.
22 teams. Okay, good. So not that many teams did leave, but I am still curious though because we did have players that. Well, Demure has I've known him for a while. I've never talked to him personally, but I have seen him. He has performed pretty well. So I'm not surprised that he did get a lot of kills, but I'm not really too familiar with R8. And they did manage to get one of their players to actually get a high amount of kills. Again, I think it was 10 kills for him. One of the players, if I can find them. Demure had Takari, which again didn't really perform yesterday. No, nothing too out of the ordinary, but then just suddenly got 10 kills. I mean, maybe they just had the great positionings, worked together, finally got the stuff together for today, knowing that obviously there's a lot more players to go and get kills from. So maybe they just had the confidence in today and just played for aggression, or maybe they just outsmarted a lot of people. But I mean, hey, it's a surprise to see such a performance coming in from them. And unfortunately, it looks like they may actually have to two-man. Where the fuck's the rest of the team?
Time for the mission.
I'm not, you know, something that I'm not used when someone, you know, says this, because I'm not used to have like this type of words when I'm like, you know, casting, and I'm like, damn, it's always funny in a way, you know. I'm not saying anything, but like it's funny because I'm always surprised. Like if you would see my webcam, I was like, you know, I'm always surprised when you say this stuff.
Yeah, you have to always casting with other people is obviously you're gonna have different vocabularies and different phrases that are commonly used by different people, and yeah, sometimes it comes as a shock because you never really thought about it. But yeah, unfortunately, it looks like Ari are gonna be in fact duo squatting here, which is a big loss. Obviously, they did great previous round, a lot of kills under their belts, got a great amount of kills, but still only gonna be duo squatting. A very bad situation though. A quick, I think, 2-piece with a chopper.
Okay.
Actually going to be happening here. What the fuck was that?
I don't know, but it's not good. We have a couple of players here on top of what is this platform? I can't speak very fast. Yeah, I'm getting tired already. So Universe also gets some shots and some kills down there, very close. Savage team is quite close, but he is down. MP5 getting some shots as well. He is knocked, and we have 2 players remain of this third team, right? And they are still getting shots. I think there's like a glitch, right, with the zip lines this season. It's very annoying. I don't.
Yeah, where it doesn't actually follow them going up the zip line. It just teleports, kind of. Yeah, that is going to be annoying. Maniac going to go down. Yeah, quite a few teams is going to be... Well, Wontons, again, did amazing the first round. They got rematched. Didn't do that great last round.
Yeah.
They are down to just 2. 4 kills on the board, though. This is huge. They need these kills just to kind of replicate what they did prior. Ackman going to go ahead and get easy. So I believe there was a team that contested Black Market. And they did actually lose that against to AMK. One still up for that team in Black Market. Still nobody's so far been outright wiped. So Jay may lose his life here. Barely alive, holding on by a thread. RMG gonna go down to Rexa. Like 3 HP. Can Jay stay alive?
Oh, and
It's
also
gonna be the question.
Sanitarium is busy. Look at them 3 teams. I don't like Sanitarium. It gives me the ich because, like, you know, the building and you try to find the players and they're on top of you, but you don't know which top because they're like 3 levels. I just don't like it. It's stressing me out. But I guess players like it because they can actually get good high ground and also lots of loot. So we have 3 different teams on 3 different levels here of Sanitarium, and it stresses me, you know. It stresses me. My anxiety level is up to sky right now.
Yeah, Sanitarium is a very interesting way of playing. It's very different. Yeah, I just got caught off guard there. Was completely unaware. Team 23 is struggling now, down to 2. They luckily have 34 seconds left remaining, so it should be fine to get a reset going. Though, unfortunately, Team 1 not going to be as lucky. They do as well have 2 players up still, but they are going to be losing players quickly.
It is down, and they're pushing. They actually, I think, came to, like, rotated to Sanitarium, and we have, as I said, a couple of players, right? And they're trying to play a little bit more cautious now that a couple of teams came back. So I'm curious that where the revive flight's gonna go and how many teams gonna remain. Okay, English is out of the door like usually. Kenzo got killed, but remain after you know, the revive flight is coming. Oh,
yeah, there's only going to be 4 teams so far that are currently in the lobby that are within the zone, which is quite remarkable. So a lot of teams are going to have to make this pretty much migration to just get into this zone. So I'm curious on how many gunfights and possible teams we're going to lose just trying to rotate the zone, because there's going to be a lot of bottlenecks kind of happening. But still, Sanitarium is going to be a bit of an interesting fight. Sanitarium, of course, being a vastly different type of landscape, closer to something like Dormitory in terms of how the layout is. It's very ratty. You can easily hide behind corners and just wait for people to kind of walk into your crosshair. But Savage is going to be losing Universe. Yeah, Savage haven't really been doing too well. They had amazing games yesterday. Particularly, they had one great game.
One great game, yeah.
Yeah, they had the insane player, not the one with the manta ray, had just suddenly just popped off out of nowhere yesterday, but unfortunately it doesn't look like it's going to be the same case here. Down to just 2 left, 2 kills. Varsity looking to be in their own little engagements. Kenzo going to go down. The quick little 3-piece, I believe that is going to be Sanitarium. Worth going to go down.
Okay. to go and find them because everyone I expect they died. Also, since I think I do believe they're fighting here at what is this? Raider base. Raider base. They have some of a team here, I guess. Winky. Could be like a revive fight, and he got started quite early. And he's trying to, yeah, he's getting pushed by the whole team. I think it is gonna be a kill for them, right? He picks up some shots, and yeah, he instantly got killed here. Now, I'm curious to see how AMK is gonna play because like they did not had very good like 2 rounds earlier, and right now they're going for the chip, and they already have like 4 kills, so it's a good start for them.
Yeah, AMK particularly have gotten a lot of experience when it comes to high ping tournaments. They play a lot of NA events, which obviously for an EU team is going to be a difficult situation. You're always going to put yourself at the lower ping advantage. So I was expecting a team like them to be able to adapt the most when it comes to switching from EU to MENA ping. Obviously, oftentimes MENA is going to have worse ping than in comparison to like EU to NA. So I wouldn't be surprised they're struggling a bit more in regards to what you would normally expect. But we are going to see so a lot of weird engagement. Sense looking to be rushing straight onto MP5. That's going to be a radar base. Going to get the immediate trade, though losing at least one of their players. Unfortunately, going to switch me off to a different fight, but still Sense looking to be getting that rush. Going to get that res. Looks like no further loss, since the rest of Tinkerwinky's team going to be all the way over in bus station looking for that rotation. Customs coming in alongside. I'm quite curious to see who's going to be managing to get these customs, because again, everyone basically had to rotate for the zone. 4 teams were the only teams that were actually in zone before it was started coming in, but at least now we're getting a lot more teams. It may and a couple customs in the water, so there's going to be probably very few customs that are actually going to be obtainable. Amir going to go down. That's going to be from Wantons, well, rather getting a kill. Easy as well going down. I've noticed Easy constantly going down. The only times I've ever seen him in feed was due to the fact he died. I'm lost to words on what I just witnessed. It looked like ROG and Team 3 just kind of bumped each other into the water. That looks like Insane going to get some kills himself. Sense as well getting a grab.
Oh, the O team is going for the customs here. They actually had like kind of tiny fight with like AMK, and their chopper was kind of destroyed. They go for the you know, the customs in the water, but I feel like it's very risky to go in the water, you know.
Yeah, it's a very big risk, but luckily for them, it looks like nobody is going to be really going for them. They're so far back of the map to the point where it's a general place where nobody goes. Like Pier and New Vision, sure, but those back islands with like barely anyone has probably went there. I can probably count on my hand on how many times I've actually gone to those islands. They're so like under news in terms of how people are rotating for those, so they should be just fine for grabbing those customs. Savage going to be losing a lot of players. They're down to just 2. They're going to be in the water actually going for these customs, sniping away. So he's probably going to get caught. He's getting beamed and gets sniped eventually. Insane, luckily on land, so he's not going to be losing his life. 4 seconds till the rest of his team come in. Varsity looking to see if they can actually get their first actual kill. But there's a lot of teams fighting here. AMK, Varsity.
Yeah, we have the first knock here from the side of Improvement. But Agman is actually traded. Improvement is on top. He's trying to get after Serena. I don't know if they're gonna have the time because you know, we have Varsity coming in and they have a good possibility of getting some like kills from the third party. We also have another team who is pushing this part of the map close to, you know, I think it's like standoff, right? And also ducks. So yeah, who do you think is gonna be the team that's gonna be the one alive?
I'm not entirely sure. It's just so many teams just started to engage in this fight. There's like, what, 4 or 5 teams that just started to engage? So far, Varsity have got a good advantage. They still have every player up. AMK down to 2. They have customs at least. They're probably just going to wait out to reposition, so they're probably not going to fight anymore. They're going to be alive. Varsity are a bit further behind. All the other teams are fighting ahead, and it looks like maybe... What the fuck? Is this a solo looking to come in? This is going to be Team 6. He just rushes in to give a free kill for some reason. I mean... I mean, what? I don't know what to say about Team 6.
Oh, yeah. We also have Maniac here getting pushed by another team, and also Varsity coming into this fight. We have lots of like utilities on the side, and I feel like it was their call to actually push back, but Varsity is coming kind of behind them, so this could be their good opportunity to actually get you know, the kills. Right,
this girl is not my girlfriend. I have a girlfriend, but not her. 20 seconds till revive flight. Quite curious about kill counts currently. We got Team 15 currently on 8 kills. Nothing too crazy for... I was expecting a lot more kills coming in for a lot of teams. Generally, we're getting an average of 8 kills is kind of the highest currently. We still got Team 1, which did pop off last round with, I believe, Demure with 10 kills or so. Currently sitting on 9 kills overall as a team. Going to be on the rotation for Black Market, getting another kill. So that's going to be the first team hitting 10 kills. 19 teams still up. So a lot of teams still have the ability to kind of pop off here. AMK on 6. Now going to be coming back in. Going to have to try and get that reset going. No Snitch going to lose his life. That's going to be to Wontons. Hellboy holding the high ground. Incredibly low, though. Needs to be careful. Does get pistol whipped, in fact. Just unfortunate timing for them.
I did spectate it here. 2 teams fighting close to New Vision City, right? We have Word who got shot down from the back, and we also have Mad Kid who is coming to actually push, right? While his teammates are in New Vision City. He kind of got a kill and kind of wiped the rest of the players are remaining there. But yeah, you kind of see the map, like a lot of players all around, you know, but dogs, but they're actually not engaging because like they're kind of far away, as you can see.
Yeah, New Vision is going to be a bit of an interesting fight. A lot of these players are playing like really odd angles that I've never really expected people to play in this sort of situation. But I mean, it's working out. Helen possibly attempting a quick scope as if he's playing for FaZe, but that isn't going to be the case. Not gonna go for that pick. 45 seconds on the clock. Gonna still have headshots coming in. Mad Sun following up. Gonna get Nick. Now 40 seconds still on the clock. Mad Kid from EG is going to go down to the nade. That's from AMK. But looks like it's going to be a bit of a reset here. Savage is still up. Full squad ready. 30 seconds. Possibly looking for an engagement. Not entirely sure. EG losing players quickly, though. Not really been the greatest of a tournament for an EG. EG left to just 1 player, that being RMG. Varsity close by. He could get caught up. 16 seconds. He's just got to hope for the best that nobody spots him. ROG close by. AMK as well. 10 seconds. All but nerves.
Yes, and we also have Varsity who are actually getting some shots on the CMK team, right? But I don't know if they're gonna engage or not, because it's like, you know, is the zone coming and they actually need to rotate back? And I don't know, I don't like this last zone. Could end in the water-ish, kinda, I don't know.
Yeah, this zone is significantly worse because, of course, we have 17 teams here, auto-revive. But then, because there's so much water actually going to be involved in this zone, that just means that there's going to be a lot less land to actually have teams on. But immediately, Docks is going to be obviously the focal point here. A lot of teams kind of shooting away, especially the snipers holding the cranes. We may see a bit of an engagement. TW losing players, already 2 down.
Yeah, Kenzo is down. Improvement with a double kill there. That was actually very, very nice. We do have still a couple of players from EG who came back, I think, to the left side. And Mad Kid is there to get so very camper. So he got the trade finally back and a little revenge. But we don't have as many kills as we had in the previous round, actually. Like, teams are still doing good kills, but not as much. Right now, the Sands team is actually getting into a fight on this little island, right? By this U team once, right? They're getting some shots, and right now it does not look very good for this U team. Oh,
yeah, Silent actually going to get a 3-piece. I think Savage may be wiped. No, they're not. Left to Heaps. They got 3-piece, though. Not going to be the most ideal thing for them. Still got 30 seconds. Heap can reset. Varsity currently got a lot of people around them in small docks. Gonna be losing Ratman. Left to just 2. Luckily for them, No Snitch is so far away. He's fine, though. Still gets headshotted. The one person you want alive. Left to Actua. Trying his best to try and stay alive. Not gonna get shot at. Does get the smokes up. Gonna retreat. Still the full squad of Team 13. I don't think they're gonna push for anything. They have small docks. A good position to hold. But this zone is even worse. Smallest zone. Everyone is going to be either on the New Vision side or the bridge, maybe even the water, but it's going to be so risky. This zone is possibly the worst for an auto revive tournament, especially with this amount of players. And, of course, we've seen a lot of teams actually going to get wiped. Yeah, you're just going to be hiding under the water, hoping to see Nemo or something, just wishing for the best.
The Little Mermaid. They're gonna be all Little Mermaids right now.
Yeah, they're gonna be a Disney princess. But let's see. I mean, obviously we're already seeing quite a few teams already rotating through the bridge, really trying to get out of here, because already seeing the zone, it's horrendous to be on this side, on docks. They need to get across. Last revive in a minute. 16 teams who... Varsity losing players as well, off the revive.
Vision City is a mess. all the revives came here to New Vision City. Most of the teams are here as well. They're fighting with the pistols. That's actually very funny.
It's a pretty interesting place, of course, because New Vision is a bunch of skyscrapers, a lot of high grounds to kind of take in place. Lots of loot, though. Team A, well, team, yeah, 1, seeing a lot of loot over the helicopter pad on the roofs. Gonna be looking to jump ahead on that. Lots of snipes coming in. Sen's gonna find a kill. That's the May onto Levi. There's still lots of loot. Just, that's the thing. They're gonna have to scavenge a lot of loot to work with. Because a lot of these people are going to be off revives when it comes to New Vision. They need to find whatever they can, trying to get as many picks as they can. 13 kills on AMK currently. We've got 12 kills on Team 1. I think... How many teams actually have a good amount of kills? We see quite a few teams on 10 plus kills. 15 kills currently on Team 13. But I don't see a significant kill gap between a certain team. No one team is really like fragging out heavily. And then that's going to be the last revive. Surge losing players quite quickly. Savage as well. Zon losing some. Wanton's not going to be looking great. Down to 2. They need to go for zone. P5 is gone. Indeed he is.
No! He knifed him. He knifed one us.
AMK.
Camper.
How the fuck? I mean,
then
it's...
he was knocked and then he knifed him.
And improvements left as well. Had his the skyscraper that can oversee his is going to get overwhelmed. That could be from Team 1. Really not ideal for AMK. Left to just 1. He only has a pistol, nothing to work with. Sees a couple loot. He has, though it is occupied by Insane. Actually going to get a snipe.
Oh, damn. That was a good snipe. I actually watched him getting hell. Okay, logic also. And Ratman is pushing. They have this good position. Why AG are wiping other teams on the opposition. And also, I'm looking forward for the teams to jump from New Vision City, actually.
I feel like this could be Varsity's game. They have the full squad up, which is crucial already. They have a good position to work with. They have this beautiful rock to work with. They have zone. They're the only team that is currently residing in zone. This is perfect positioning. They can fully snipe team, M team. As long as they just don't lose a player here to a snipe, Sen's going to get completely wiped out. New Vision is about to get hectic. A lot of teams are just going to be fine for their lives. We have team, 19 holding down carefully in this one building, though they are getting sniped from different angles. I'm not entirely sure how they're going to play this out, because, I mean, those walls are very easy to get shot at.
Yeah. But everyone is shooting outside of these walls, right? They're coming back to New Vision City, where we have people with pistols still, right? That is unfortunate. Ratata got actually killed there. Bernard got some shots as well on this R team, right? And Silent is knocked. Radin is the last one. He's trying to pick up some shots. And I think he's trying to push into the zone too. He's very, very hurt though. But yeah, Varsity. This is a Varsity game, I feel like. This is their lobby.
Yeah, this is definitely looking good for Varsity, though they haven't really been picking up too many kills off of this. There's still 7 teams up. Camper actually going to go down to Varsity. EG is well kind of close by. They're unfortunately on the rough side of zone, trying to make their way in, but they're quickly getting picked apart. But I mean, yeah, Zone and EG have kind of been a lovely couple, because I mean, they've been holding out for Zone for such a long time, but I think the Zone's going to kill them off, and indeed it is going to get quickly picked up. But I mean, that's just... EG have just not had their day with Zone. 18 kills coming on Varsity, still trying to get those snipes going. 17 kills on Team 1, though they are going to lose Mori quite quickly. Let it off May as well. Sadaf gone, quickly losing numbers. Demure possibly going to get picked up alongside. Running for his life, uses Trickster, hoping that it's enough, and it looks like it's fine, though. Let it off. Trying to get that pick. Does get the drop shot going. Holding his ground. Raze trying his best, has that motorcycle. 18 kills on the board for the team.
Yes.
7 kills alone.
Someone needs to teach me how to snipe. Guys, you gotta coach me, because that was amazing. Like, we're still actually holding so good with the sniper shots, right? And they're still holding good. 9 players live is 2v4, v1, v2 situation, and actually Varsity has a big chance to actually win.
If Varsity somehow choke this is going to be a huge upset. This is a big confidence boost. They obviously won the first game with a good amount of kills. This is going to be really big if they can still manage to do something similar to that. And they already just picking apart all the teams. Only 3 teams left. Just 3 different players. Already gets 1. They need 2 more kills. They need 1 left, and that's just going to be the guy in the vehicle. Ray is just holding it out, and he's probably going to go down to zone just to make sure they don't get the point for that. But it's still a great game for Varsity. They needed that heavily. Obviously, it's a very unfortunate thing. A big dent the ego and well, rather the confidence when having that first game just
Yeah.
completely voided. Still great stuff to them, keeping it simple, keeping it up to date. Team 5 rather, with I believe 22 kills, probably even more, 23.
I think, yeah. Damn. 7 kills for Octo, we have 6 kills for No Snitch, we have 6 for Redman, and also 5 for Logic. It was definitely their game, especially that last kind of zone when they hold it with the sniper was very, very good. Right. And also for a couple of teams, they actually managed to get like a couple of like 18, kills. Like we have 2 teams with like 18 kills. We have a couple of weeks with 16. We have 14 as well. Overall, it was a good game, for most of the players, right? But again, that end zone was insane.
Yeah, that was that. I mean, that's just kind of the thing, especially with those type of areas. Like, obviously, you have the zone, you have a lot of positioning to work with, but as soon as you remove a lot of that land with water, you then have to immediately focus on getting on land control, and that's what really a lot of teams do not notice. As soon as that zone started to show up, that what the next zone was going to be, immediately we saw just a flurry of teams just crossing that bridge, trying their best to get across. Because I mean, if you don't want to be caught on the opposite side, on dock side, it would just cost your life really quickly. So, I mean, yeah, it was really easy for Varsity because they really had the best position. They had the greatest position. They were the only team in that final few circles, and they just picked about any team that was trying to rotate in with those snipers, especially multiple snipers on the team ready to go to just basically make a firing squad for anyone that attempted to come into their borders.
Yeah.
But still, 24 kills, great stuff to them. 18 kills followed up by the second and third place teams. So still consistency. A lot of teams kind of coming close. Crucial though is Team 1, which was Demur's team. Him himself gained 10 plus kills in the previous round, so already they have amazing kills. 18 plus, 10 plus, probably in the 20s from the previous round as well. So this is really big for them in terms of the kill count. Still consistent with placement as well. So depending on how that team works out for this next round, they could look for a win.
Yes.
I think they're going to be one of the teams that's going to be crucial, which is going to be Team 1 in the name of the Incredibles. So I think they may be the team currently in the lead overall. But yeah, still a lot of teams are actually coming in the 15 kill-ish mark. We've got Team 18, that's of which going to be the Surge, which again as well did great the first round with a good amount of kills. But still, I'm not entirely sure on how these teams are going to play out. Of course, a lot of the EU teams are unfortunately going to be on the lower end of the mark. Though still some of them did reach the higher end. But I mean, yeah, just a bit rough in terms of a lot of these teams, but obviously the focal point of the kills were coming in from the top bracket. Where the fuck did everyone go? It's 58 people now. What happened? Did they not realize it was a rematch? Maybe they just threw in the towel.
The thing was that I don't think most of them realized, because like when you did when they did the announcement, there were like just like 64 players who actually reacted. So maybe some of them did not catch the memo that we do for, but I don't know, because like 64, we have 57 in the lobby, so kind of, I think that's what I'm thinking now. I don't know.
That could be the case, yeah. I mean, as long as the teams that have done so far well are still retaining their spots, I mean, that's going to be the crucial part. I'm not sure where AMK have gone.
Yeah, AMK gone, Savage gone, one of the Savage teams. I don't know if the other one...
And it looks like they're going to just try and start immediately. Not really going to be bothered. AMK playing with a random, it looks like. I don't think he even managed to get into a slot.
Oh, no.
There's going to be Naruto with some random guy, which I believe was meant to be on a different team. A bit unfortunate there, but I mean, that's sometimes just happens. But I feel like this is definitely going to be, I mean, yeah, 15 teams. We nearly lost like 7, 8 teams between this game and the last game.
Meti with Naruto. Did this player even play this tournament?
I'm not. I don't think so.
Yeah, well, he has a chance to play with Naruto from AMK.
Yeah, now gets the experience to Ali finally coming in. I'm pretty sure Naruto is Ali. Still though, 15 teams. I mean, still that's a good amount. It's still a decent amount to work with. But of course, for Incredibles, this is gonna be great. Because again, they have a lot of kills. It is full-blown kill-based. That's the only thing that's gonna matter. So I mean, that's gonna be looking great for them. Already having a good amount of kills. They need to just farm a bit more kills. And if they can get that, that's gonna be big.
Yeah. Well, we have 57 players, so definitely
Yeah.
Not an improvement, but
Oh yeah, it's still a good amount of players to work with. It's more
Yeah.
similar to the group stages, which is still a good amount, 15 teams, but still, I mean, it's just about playing more kind of towards the aggressive side. They don't have to worry too much about getting third party as much because obviously the previous rounds, obviously a lot of teams to work with. There's easily you can get third party so quickly, but now with literally like 8-7 teams gone, it's so much a lot more calmer. So we should probably see a lot more 4v4s cleanly happening, not as much in third parties. But we're really gonna have to see.
But also we have a lot of like meta teams. I think some of the EU teams left, so maybe we're gonna have the same aggression from the like group B yesterday. This could happen too as well, you know.
So far we've had good flights in terms of the flight path. We have generally been given the opportunity for every team to go anywhere on the map. They just haven't had the situations where it's like only on one side of the map where you can really reach. But we do have, I think, 3 teams new vision, interestingly enough. 3 teams as well downtown, so immediately we're getting a focal point of teams coming in. Okay, which one are you looking at first? Also, Sanitarium's gonna have 2 teams.
New vision here.
New vision. Okay, I'm gonna look at downtown.
Yeah. Okay. We have Salibab who already get the first knock here. And they're engaging right now. Are they fighting at the downtown though?
Yeah, they're gonna have already 2 picks coming in. Team 23 already losing half their team. Zon looking incredible. Well, Naruto's gone, so it's left to the random on his team to really come in. I don't know. I'm not sure if Meti has. I'm pretty sure he was meant to go for a different team, but he unfortunately didn't move in time. So he's just running around now. Ali just giving the confirmation, just telling him like you need to rotate. Just trying to guide his way to victory. Hopefully he can come back in. Mori though, we're gonna find the chopper kill. We're seeing a lot more chopper kills recently. I wasn't expecting to see so many chopper kills coming in through this tournament, but I mean the chopper's an alright gun. It has the damage, but the issue is just the iron sight and the ADS bullet spread is just horrendous on it. So as soon as you take it to range, it's gonna be rough. And Mad.
Yeah, but you also have 100 bullets, so you can spray and pray at this point, you know, because when you go against an AR with 30 bullets, I feel like having a chopper or an RPD, it's very like, I think you like have a chance to actually win. Because like an RPD, like an AR could have like what, 30 bullets, especially at the beginning. With the chopper, you shot 100, and even if like half of them go, you know, sideways, you still get like at least 50 in the player, you know. That's my strategy. It doesn't saw me ever playing S&D, but I'm a Holger abuser. Trust.
Oh yeah, Holger's actually goated MP. I've never wanted to play MP because I know Holger is just going to be the meta constantly. I feel pretty bad for Nemesis just now. He was just overseeing, he was third person people, he was focusing down onto the ground floor, but he never noticed that there was actually a full and a completely different player on a hill. And RMS is just like Spider-Man, just catching people completely off guard. Gonna possibly get a 3rd kill for no reason. He shouldn't be allowing these kills, but he's going to get this free pick. Well, actually, I think he just got the kill stolen, rather. That's why he got it. A bit unfortunate, but still somehow got away with it. 20 seconds on the clock now. Still, it's a bit more slower pace now. We're not seeing as many engagements so quickly. So, gives us a bit more time to actually digest these kills. Still not crash, refinery, rather. We're going to have Sense.
Oh.
We're still going to have Eric Flanick.
Will re-up die? Oh, yes, and I think that's the first team maybe wiped.
The safe zone is collapsing.
I'm pretty sure that's the first team wiped.
Oh yeah, Sense is completely wiped, are they?
Yeah.
Oh, that's an unfortunate loss for them. That's going to be a quick way to end, unfortunately. I was expecting not that many teams to actually really get killed off this early. Then Mule going to go down. Alongside Mori, this is going to be Sanitarium. So Leloff going to win his own. So immediately traded, left to just one, Sadaf. All that remains going to be running inside Sanitarium. No, he's not. He's going to back out. Smartest player. I thought he was going to run straight back in towards the Lion's Den. Though he is going to just leave away. But in terms of zone, it's a pretty good zone. Nothing really to worry about. Quite a few teams already inside the zone. But yeah, it's more or less, I think, it's going to be more relaxing for this last round. Nobody really going to engage too heavily. They're going to get maybe a couple kills, but nothing much more. EG, going to get a couple kills to their own. The RPD.
Yes, Met keeps getting some shots. They're engaging that team, and Alpha, I think, is the last one alive at Centurion, so he needs to stay alive, and he also needs to push you way back from here, because this is a dangerous place, especially in Centurion right now. And I think we're gonna have also the revive flight soon. He's one shot, no way he actually survived that chase.
Mad Kid kind of struggling on that spray there at the very end. Like the middle of that spray was kind of sloppy. He should have easily gone that before he even entered that doorway. But I mean, sometimes that just happens, but sometimes you just lose that spray for no reason. Still 50 seconds on the clock. The rest of his team starting to come back in.
50 seconds, that's a lot. But I feel like in this case we're gonna see a little bit of more action when the first like, you know, drop's gonna come. I feel like team's gonna push after it, and that could be like, you know, a good starting point for a fight. Or maybe the end team decides to jump on Centurium and kill the players who are fighting here. Okay, they have 4 kills on their name right now, and they're trying to chase everyone. We have a couple of AG players. We're gonna have probably the revive flights coming in 20 seconds here as well. We have medkit, so yeah, this is not an ideal place if you are a revive flight and you think to come back.
I'm so lost as to why Madkid just decided to 360 into a fight. He was trying to be flashy about it. He could have just shot Maniac at any point in time, but he just waited to 360 at the beginning. Though another team now starting to come in. I'm very intrigued by this, because now everyone's decided to go for Sanitarium, which... I mean... At this stage, if you're definitely further back and not really performing that well from the previous rounds, this is definitely the round you want to start performing in. But you're really going to need to pull your way, because again, it is less people, yes, but I mean, you just need to play with confidence now. And that is definitely what's kind of happening for a few of these teams. Team 15 just immediately third party, losing one player though. Needing to be cautious how they play it out. Zon as well going to be on the bomb floor. Excuse going to go down. Customs now in, so this may be where we start having people just start rotating in for zone.
Oh, Sadaf was the last one alive on this team, because the rest of them are revive flights. They are coming on, and I don't know. It seems like Varsity was like very quiet this game. Like I know we have just 58 players in the lobby, but they were very quiet. While Maniac here getting his 3rd kill and pushing, and his team also Dr. Stuff with 4 kills. It's very impressive, especially in the lobby with not a lot of players, right? So yeah, AG still struggling on the opposition of the map, and yeah, they're still trying to stay alive.
Yeah, EG this hasn't been their tournament. They're not really getting the picks that they would like. Of course, Zone has been haunting them every single round. Somehow the Zone has messed them up one way or the other, either killing them off or just gatekeep them. So I mean, that's just how it is. And AMK, I believe, are fully white. Meti gonna blow up to Logic. I believe. No, actually, no. Ali's still up. Holding his own. 38 seconds in farm. Just relaxing a bit. Not wanting to engage too heavily. Imagine a duo squad securing the victory. AMK, that would be the best game AMK have had. Which even then it wouldn't have mattered. Which
throwing some shade here.
If only placement points mattered. Unfortunately, that's not the case. I doubt that they're going to get more kills than whatever AMK has so far gone in the previous rounds. Yeah, we're still actually seeing some chopper kills. 117's of course going to be coming in the feed there. Later off going to go down to Aslan. I'm curious if that's the same Aslan that formerly was an AMK. Maybe a fan, not sure.
Oh, I remember one person whose name was Aslan, but like this was like years ago, I think. I don't know.
Yeah, he used to play with AMK.
Yeah, he would have that anime profile picture. I think. I don't know the anime, but like I remember him. He used to be scary. No.
Yeah, he was a great player, and I believe he was still on phone as well. So still one of those really OG players that still retain to phone, not really on iPads. Because again, most of these players in the lobby will be on iPad. It used to be slow in terms of most people are just going to be on phone, and then it just gradually started more people just coming in with the iPads. Still a bit of a slow game. I'm not sure which teams actually have the custom zone closing in a lot more. We're going to see a lot more density and in terms of these teams coming into farm now. We got like what 2-3 different teams on the hillsides. Helen Park going to go down.
Oh, Camper with a kill on Silence. That was a good knock there. And also, I think this T team is going for the customs, if I do believe. And we also have another team that tend to go for this. Actually, not. It's a drop, not a custom. So yeah, we have a couple of players here around farm, and they decide to actually push back because oh damn. Anhedonia got that nice kill. I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name. But Nemesis got knocked, so it was a trade there. But that was a nice shot.
Yeah, landing the headshot on the Trickster player is pretty wild. I mean, it's crucial to kill nevertheless. Serena gonna get focused on now. Now it's a crucial just 1v1 as long as he can win this fight. Has the Mythic Holger. Couldn't maybe find the pick. But he is just gonna back up. Doesn't really want to take the risk. 23 seconds on the clock. Staying alive. Yeah, not that many picks coming in. It's just kind of slow and steady. Aslan gonna get Ratman. Ray's immediately picked up the chopper. Let it off. Really favoriting the chopper right now. Has been popping off pretty well with it. Yeah, so far there's like 3-4 teams and they're not really engaging at anything. Wanton's just gonna run, well, Amir just running straight into a different team, though fully not punished. Actually, you're gonna get shot in the back now, possibly gonna lose life. That's to a different team though.
Yeah, we have
Somehow just living without really any punishments whatsoever. Serena, incredibly close to a team, is gonna go down. And here comes yet another team coming in with the car.
They're holding steady, that's what, you know, trying to get closer. We have the rest coming in. Lots of choppers, and I'm curious to see what is the ping in this, you know, lobby. If until now everyone was complaining, I'm curious to see now what was the ping. But yeah, Dimor getting some shots down there at Pipeline by Roham. Right, and we have a couple of vehicles here as well, but he's he has a steady aim. Oh damn, I think the ninja failed him there because he wanted to go on top and he got killed by Zaridov, and we still have 42 players. Right.
There's still a lot of people. The 3 teams of the so far have been wiped out. RMG gonna go down. I'm pretty sure ping wise it is gonna still be Mena. I think most part the teams that did leave were the EU teams. We still obviously have a few, but I mean, yeah, I still think it's just going to be Mena, unfortunately. But I mean, that's just sometimes it is what it is. You can't really change much about it.
Yeah, indeed. We need to let it go. Because I was watching Let It Off and I wanted to be funny. I'm sorry. I'm not a funny person, if you realize that.
You're fine, you're fine. I mean, let off. I mean, still having the chop to work with.
Oh, look at Versatin. Look at Versatin. They are engaging ROG in here at, I'm not sure, very close to bus station. We have a shield, we have Fisher getting some shots, Logic is pushing, but definitely not as many kills as they had earlier. No Snitch getting the first knock. We have the second. Oh, third. Was it the 3-piece for No Snitch?
Yeah, seemingly so. I think he may have just... I'm pretty sure it was a 3-piece to him. Quickly coming in. That's huge though. 8 kills now on the board. But thing is though, is that that's a full-blown wipe. Now that's the question. Is that worth coming in? Because again, that's a full team. No longer going to come back with auto revives. So I mean, that's another team out of the picture with already very little teams. They have now 10 other teams to try and get those kills. The thing is, Team 1, that being Incredibles, obviously have amazing kills for the previous 2 rounds. Not that much right now. They have 6, which is still kind of close to Varsity. They need to try and close that gap in order to, if they want to secure the win over them. Because I believe it is going to be Varsity and Incredibles, kind of the top 2 teams in the overall standings currently. Still, mostly kind of quiet so far. Farm going to be interesting though. Still going to be the focal point here. A lot of teams pipeline side as well.
Yeah, they're like fighting in the zone for some reason. They wanted that last kills, especially the P team here. They were like jumping after it, and they're still playing into the zone. Farm is also busy right now. Couple of players got some shots. Alpha is knocked there. Kenzo is the last one alive. He's trying to stay alive, right? And we have Varsity who is coming back to farm. You know, they rotated back. Oh damn.
Yeah, Popcat trying to live as long as he can there underneath the staircase, but I mean, eventually he's going to get surrounded. Of course, 3 players of Varsity pushing him so low. Let It Off going to be running for his own. Luckily, his defender player has 38 seconds till the zone starts closing in, though he is kind of going to get kept. He has R8 directly ahead of him, so it's going to be a bit of an awkward push on his behalf, though still Wonton's actually going to lose a player there to the headshots. Surge as well going to lose Mad Sun, though if they can get the confirm, at least that would be crucial. Still, these hills are going to be a very big focal point for a lot of teams. They need to get this high ground. It's going to be crucial to have it. It's going to be the god spots by far. Radin down. That's going to be Silent just running away. Trying to stay alive. 10 seconds on the clock. No Snitch going to get domed to the head.
Oh, we have Rexa who actually got the kill here, and he's getting pushed, and he's actually pushing towards Varsity. That are still rotating back. No Snitch, I think it's knocked. We also have another team coming from the left side of this mountain, and we have someone in the back. So this could be quite busy, and this could be a potential, you know, maybe not end game, but like lots of teams are here, so we could maybe see a lot of kills as well.
Oh yeah, 100%. I think... I don't know, okay, from what we're currently seeing now, who do you think has currently got the momentum that could secure a victory? I think I just saw Meti possibly 2-piece with a cluster grenade?
Damn.
That may have just been the case. He confirmed 1, but I'm not sure if he confirmed 2nd. That could have been huge. Oh, who do you think? Okay, so who do you think? Who do you think is going to be with the momentum currently?
I think Varsity, like, they did so good after, like, last game. Now, obviously, they didn't have that many kills because, again, we had 54 players in the lobby, so they didn't have the time to actually go and get the kills. But I feel like Varsity gonna have a pretty good chance to actually win. How about you?
Yeah, I feel like they're definitely getting the momentum going. They're getting a lot more kills comparison to Incredibles, because again, Incredibles are the ones with presumably the highest kills so far, combining the previous 2 rounds. But they are looking to actually get some kills here with the Pipeline. Still grabbing some kills here. They're catching up to Varsity, but Varsity really needs to have a lead gap. Let it off last remaining 10 seconds. If he somehow gets killed off, it's huge, but I doubt he will. Should be just fine. Nemesis could go down as well. Yeah, I think just Varsity really need to get those kills up. Last revive gone. Incredibles having 3 of their players having to reset. If they lose their players off these revives, this is huge.
Oh, look at
The quickscope's coming from Logic. Logic really trying to get flashy with it, but isn't gonna he's missing the last shot there. Resort to the 117.
Oh, they're pushing now. Oh, we have Actua who is helping him. And damn, that aim is amazing.
No snitch gone. Not good. Actua gonna be possibly going down as well. No snitch confirmed. Ratman gone. This is going for this is a turn for the worse for Varsity. They need these kills and they're quickly losing half their team.
Oh, look at them pushing on top. Oh my god, look at this end team who is coming to third party. I think this is the end for like Varsity, and I think we caster curse them. Oh, maybe Logic, but still it's gonna be, I think it was the less revive flights earlier, so yeah.
Yeah, they're fully aware of Logic's location. Logic is near enough screwed. There's no chance he's gonna live this.
Yeah,
Box up,
and we
like,
have
full...
a stop on top.
Box up near enough, fully aware about his position. Gonna go down, actually. Luigi gonna get that trade, presumably. No, Logic's still there.
What is he doing?
Quick strike coming in. He can roof control, though he's gonna probably get shot in the back in a second. 3 HP. He can get sneezed on, he's dead. Somehow still holding in.
No way, he's still alive. And he's pushing. He's dead here.
He's eventually gonna get picked up.
That was unfortunate there.
It took a significant amount of time until he actually got killed off, but still Dr. Stop losing his life is pretty remarkable.
I'm questioning the teams that were chasing him, to be honest, at this point.
Yeah.
He was like one shot for so long, and yeah.
I'm still quite curious about what the current standings are, because I know obviously Varsity and Incredibles had 2 great games back to back.
Yeah.
But I haven't really been focusing too much on which teams have had 2 consistent games. Who do you think's probably in that same boat? Who do you think's like taking 3rd place right now?
I don't actually know. They were like not a game when you say that when we saw 2 teams like the same team going with like the same energy, you know, like it's usually not the same top 3, right? So I don't know what to say. I feel like it's like you said, you know, Varsity, we have definitely Varsity and also Incredibles, but I don't know about the 3rd one, because we keep seeing like teams that were like coming and, you know, having their like time to shine round and then not doing anything the next round, you know. So I'm not quite sure about it. How about you? What's your pick?
Yeah, I 100% agree on that. I don't think we've had one particular well, I mean, right now, R8 is kind of getting my eye, because they got 13 kills currently. They did have probably like 17 kills the first round, I believe. With, what's it, Kari with 10 kills himself. So, I mean, they're currently catching my eye for probably around 20 plus kills currently. But I know there was a team last round, I think, that had 20 plus kills. They are going to be losing a lot of players here. R8 not going to be looking good. They did. Roham, maybe make it the player of his life. Keep the team alive.
Oh.
Surge, though, not really ideal spot, though. 11 kills on the board, but only up by 2.
Oh, Silent. This could be a big kill with the utilities if he actually gets any knock there. Oh, wrong grenade, but, you know, good intention.
Yeah, only has a Nova Gas to work with, unfortunately, though Luigi, rather, and Maniac going to be losing their lives. Left to just 1. 21 kills on Zon. This is huge. Team 14 looking strong, but only up by 1. If you can maybe last a bit longer, try and get a kill or 2. Madson actually wrapping around the side. You can probably see... He does!
Oh.
He wasn't aware of him, but he wrapped around at perfect time, and Mabaraz was none the wiser. Got that free pick, but still, Mabaraz, at least the whole team for Zon already with 20 plus kills is a huge game. I think they're going to be the top fraggers of the round overall. Alf going to be on the edge of Zone on the hill, needing to jump away. He has 20 HP, 30 HP, needs to jump. 10 seconds, barely gets it in on 1 HP, but still, if he gets beamed in a second, he lands directly on a full team. Poltergeists in time, but he's probably going to get picked up. Indeed, he is. That Zone punishing him. Mori dead. Demure and Sadaf left.
He's 1 shot behind. He's quite low. Demure got Silent and Mad Sound as a 2v 3 situation.
It's a
Yes, and they're
1v3.
pushing.
Sadaf is
Oh.
currently knocked. 15 kills on
Yeah, but,
Demure.
okay, then Demure.
Okay, both teams are on 15 kills. Technically now 16 now for R8. But this is going to be interesting. Can Demure clutch it? He's got no tricksters up. They're
Okay,
pushing like
he's getting
solos, though. He is
yeah.
going to get wide peaked. And that's going to be R8 taking the victory. So, I mean, hey, this may be R8 taking third place, I think. But I still think it's going to be Incredibles and Varsity within the top 2.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually agree. No, I agree with you because you have way better game knowledge as me. So I'm gonna trust you. Dun, 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 dun.
I don't even trust myself, honestly, about this. I have no clue. I mean, they had one good round. Well, there was a few teams that did get 20 plus kills, but I forgot which teams. That's the thing. Let's see, though. Still, R8 doing wonderful. 7-6, 3-1 for the kills. Great stuff. I think that's a total of 17 kills. Indeed, it is. Though that isn't going to be top amount of kills. Again, there was 21 kills dropped by Team 5. So, I mean, overall in kill count, I mean, there's still a decent amount of kills considering the fact there's a significantly less amount of teams participating. There was 30% less teams in comparison to the previous rounds. So, I mean, still pretty remarkable in terms of kills. But yeah, did you see any outstanding performances from a particular team?
Really, actually, like they did good. As I said, there was not the consistency, like, and I'm not saying in a bad way. Like there was not the consistency, as you said. Varsity was consistent in like 3 rounds out of 4, right? But then they were like kind of the only one. Maybe we have like this, team number 1 who also was a little bit consistent, but I feel like there was not many teams being as consistent. When we were like having EU teams, right, we did saw a little bit of consistency, but then when they kind of left, it's very inconsistent, if it makes sense.
I think the thing is, though, I feel like the EU side, I think they were consistently shit. I think is the best form of that, because I don't think we saw really any EU team that was really consistently popping off. Varsity is the one exception, pretty much, in terms of that. In terms of that, we did have instances of AMK doing decent with kills. We had Savage trying to get a field. They were doing average, more or less, nothing too crazy. But for the most part, any other EU team was just not really making any sort of like mark whatsoever. It was mostly just the MENA teams really popping off, especially knowing that they had the ping advantage, which, I mean, is kind of expected at this stage. Yeah, still we had good amount of kills from a lot of these players. Tied, I think top fragger overall is going to be Madson with 8 kills as an individual. Nothing, nobody getting 10 plus kills or anything like that. 7 kills coming in from Kenzo alongside Meti, of course, from R8. So yeah, actually, no, rather, Dr. Stop with 9 kills. I actually completely missed that. So actually going to be the top fragger overall. Madson followed up with 2nd place. Still though, I think, because again, it's all kill count. Placement points is nothing. I believe it's going to be 1st place. It's going to be Incredibles. Probably with 45 kills possibly. Then 2nd place is going to be followed up closely behind by maybe 10 kill gap. Going to be Varsity. Then directly below that, I think it's going to be possibly R8. If not, there may be another team, maybe Surge, because Surge has been doing decent. They had two good games, at least for kills. I'm not sure about their 3rd, but still, I think overall it's going to be either R8, Surge in 3rd place.
Well, we just need to find out later when we're gonna have the points for this, but yeah, definitely. I'm not sure if we need to wait or not for the points, right? I think they're gonna announce it.
Yeah, it will be announced in the Discord server, I'm guaranteed.
Yes, always a pleasure to co-cast with you. Well, tomorrow we're gonna co-cast again, so
of course, yeah. Tomorrow we're gonna be casting
for both of us.
Yeah, we're going to be casting Theory Gaming. Hopefully, maybe your voice will recover. We'll have to see. But maybe it'll just get worse. Maybe once you sleep tonight, you're going to just have an even worse voice tomorrow. We'll have to see. Maybe it will recover. We'll have to hope for the best.
If not, you can lead like you lead today. It's nice. It's nice to be the co-caster, not the main caster. You know what I'm saying?
Of course, yeah. Yeah.
But it was a pleasure to be here with you, like always. It was a pleasure to co-cast and cast this tournament. Thank you so much, staff and admins. You were absolutely amazing, right? Right, we had some issues with the ping and the teams, but there's always someone who's gonna complain most of the times. But overall, it was a fun event, and I'm actually happy that I got the chance to be here with you. And I'm sorry for my voice. I do feel like it's gonna break at some point this couple of days.
You're fine. But yeah, I completely agree. Of course, major thank you to Serenity for, of course, hosting the event. Obviously, it would have never happened. But yeah, I mean, sometimes this stuff's going to happen regarding the ping. I mean, there's nothing much we can really control about it. It's all about however many teams of a certain region is going to be in the lobby. Obviously, if there's more of a certain region, that's going to be the one that's prioritized. There's nothing much that can be done, but still, nevertheless, GG's everyone, and that should be pretty much it. Any final words to say?
Yes, I'm gonna see you tomorrow, guys. Have a wonderful evening and take care. Bye bye.
All right, take care.